It takes more than luck to succeed in business. It takes a lot of guts and big picture thinking, as well as the determination to overcome the concerns that keep you locked accepting smaller rewards. Your work ethic, personal development, and responsibilities set the tone for your life and career. Remember to think boldly, expect nothing less than the best, have bravery, and most importantly, be nice as you follow these guidelines. Get ready as we uncover the rules of success, and maybe you too could embark on this journey. 1. Collaborate with others. Relationships are at the heart of success. Customers and coworkers should be involved in the design and direction of your company's goals. Set standards for the job that must be completed in each person's area of responsibility with them. Make these requirements difficult but attainable. As a result, you'll be able to achieve the high levels of productivity and service that you desire. In business, you can only get so far on your own. For your own success, empowerment, and fulfillment, you require the help of others. Choose your goals and empower your team to get your company where it needs to go in business, rewarding team members along the way. 2. Never neglect. In the pursuit of success, personal power and complacency cannot coexist. Make time and effort to ensure that no vital areas of attention, whether personal or professional, are overlooked. Complete jobs and responsibilities, and work hard to overcome challenges, focusing on what you can gain, learn, and improve on to make life and business go more smoothly. Make a list of items that need to be done, together with performance objectives and completion dates. Concentrate your attention on what matters most in the long run, rather than what's urgent. Urgency causes the mind to become illogical. Allow those components to settle before concentrating on what you can manage. 3. Consider possibilities rather than problems. With personal strength, you have the conviction that there are solutions to difficulties. Instead of getting stuck on incorrect assumptions about why things can't be done, approaching problems from a solutions-focused viewpoint engages the creative process of investigating and architecting alternate routes. If you can't come up with a solution, share your views with others and ask for their opinions and suggestions. Solution-oriented minds encourage and reward one another. When you concentrate on finding answers, you learn to fail and adapt rather than fix and fail. 4. Self-check. To increase your personal power, adopt the motivational mindset of constantly monitoring, reviewing, and altering your own work, attitude, and beliefs to avoid complacency and continue to reach your higher goals. Writing things down and defining your course is one of the most effective techniques to keep yourself motivated in obtaining your greater goals. Describe what exceptional performance would look like in light of your goals, and then what complacent performance would look like, along with specific plans to avoid lower-level habits. Setting performance criteria midway between complacency and superiority is what personal power entails. 5. Manage your time. The power of the present moment. Examine where you spend most of your time to maintain your personal authority. Do you prioritize the most critical chores first, or do you tend to prioritize the tiny, tiresome jobs that appear to be more urgent? Getting wrapped up in little pressing chores diverts your attention away from the more essential goals that require your attention. Concentrate on the most significant issues and proceed from there. When it comes to your connections, always arrive on time or early to all business and professional activities, as this gives your obligations a sense of importance. This is power when you can make someone else feel important. The way you manage your time reveals a lot about your dedication and character as a person and a leader. When you value your time and the time of others, you and those around you will perform at a better level. 6. Accept responsibility. Whatever occurs in your life or profession, accepting responsibility for the results of your efforts, both positive and negative, is the finest road to developing your own power. If you make a mistake, consider it a self-created learning opportunity to determine what needs to change in order for you and your efforts to be more effective. Accepting responsibility helps you to be adaptable and adjust your new strategy. Understanding that mistakes give you more than they take is power. All new directions emerge from mistakes. It's not about ego when it comes to effective leadership. It all boils down to humility and an eagerness to learn. Inspire others to take personal responsibility for their work's outcomes. You must first model these habits openly, powerfully, and continuously in order to instill them in others. The gift your particular strength inspires is elevating another person to a greater state of existence. 7. Be kind. As a human being, there's nothing more valuable to provide than the basic power of kindness. Kindness does not imply that you are a pushover or a yes person. Kindness that generates success is the kind of kindness that can convey both good and bad news gracefully. The kind of kindness that delivers feedback rather than criticism is directed towards greater standards. Kindness that motivates people to work hard is kindness that sees potential rather than issues. Kindness is important. Treat yourself and the people you work with and for with respect. Create an emotional atmosphere that is infectious, contagious, and beneficial to everyone fortunate enough to be a part of it. More than any other human quality, kindness will propel you forward in life. Personal power is embracing your intrinsic right to think for yourself, to speak your mind, to pursue happiness, success, and financial gain, to seek inner awareness and a sense of calm, and to do so without having to submit to anyone's limited standards, including your own. By being yourself, you can empower yourself. Make use of your opportunities, plan your goals, lead with kindness, and aim for that wonderful and attainable sense of personal independence. Your power is found in your freedom. 8. Adapt to changes quickly. In every element of our lives, our planet is continually improving. There has never been a time in human history when advancement has been so rapid. Successful people are those who are fast to adjust to the changes that occur in their environment. Being a lifelong learner is the only way to adjust to changes fast. There's a wealth of information swirling around you just waiting to be discovered. Keep your eyes and ears open. That's all you have to do. Being stubborn and sticking to old habits wastes time, which is not a good thing. Adapting to change is where creativity is found. Adapt and be inventive. 9. Honesty is the key to success. Honesty may help you succeed in many aspects of life, including job, friendship, relationships, and life itself. To create a business or a relationship, trust must be earned, and trust can only be earned through honesty. Many people are prone to concealing and lying about their errors. Although it may be difficult to accept your mistakes, it is the correct thing to do. Humans believe that informing the workplace about their errors will make them appear foolish. However, people are prone to making mistakes. That is what distinguishes us as human beings. Nobody ever learns without making errors. As a result, be open and honest about them. Once you've done that, you'll build trust, which when built up over time, can help you achieve in ways you've never imagined. 10. Be happy in all situations. Many of us do not live in the present moment. Instead, they're either ruminating on the past or fantasizing about the future. We frequently overlook the importance of savoring the moment while it lasts. That, of course, is against the norms of success. Successful people are content in any situation. They're not disappointed by failures. Instead, they're a source of inspiration and knowledge. No matter how difficult your position may be, learn to be cheerful. In the midst of your darkest failures, find the light of pleasure. 11. Surround yourself with greatness. We're all just the average of the 5 persons we spend the most time with. You'll become a dreamer and achiever if you surround yourself with dreamers and achievers. You'll become a hater and a doubter if you are surrounded by haters and doubters. Aim to surround yourself with people who encourage you to dream bigger, do more, and be better in all aspects of your life. World champions are only formed when they have a wonderful team of people around them. Training partners, trainers, family, business leaders, and so on, according to my experience in the martial arts sector. In martial arts, it takes a whole army to create a world champion. The same may be said for any other employment. Nobody succeeds on their own. I'm a big fan of an African adage: go alone if you want to go fast. Go together if you want to go far. 12. Eliminate the bad apples. I believe in surrounding myself with amazing people that emanate positive energy. Nothing is more annoying than a sour apple who detracts from others' delight, brings the team down, or fails to reflect the team's shared ideals. Having negative, selfish, entitled people in your life is the worst thing you can do. Getting rid of the bad apples in your life takes courage and strength, but it's vital if you want to reach your full potential. Consider those individuals to be bricks with no weight. Remove the dead weight bricks in your life and watch it soar. 13. Do what it is that ignites your soul. If there's one thing I've learned about life, it's that the rest of the world is incorrect. Happiness is not a result of success. Success is a result of happiness. When we follow our hearts, we're joyful. We're most alive and naturally willing to give 100% every minute of every day when we're at our happiest. Extraordinary things can happen when we give our all to every minute of every day. Dreams can become a reality. Do whatever it is that enlivens your spirit. We don't get to pick who or what we love in life, which is ironic. Regardless of logic or explanation, our hearts want what our hearts want. It's an indication of when you have a strong attraction to someone or something. Take it on board, as long as it's not harming anyone or making you do anything illegal or immoral. Most people who are obsessed with material possessions are not needed in the world. No more people who are alive are needed in the world to make it a better place for everyone. In the end, you'd rather take a chance on something you enjoy than be certain of success as something you despise. 14. Live with a warrior spirit. Be impenetrable. Things will go wrong for all of us. It's simply a fact of life. Life isn't always kind. Some of us will be bereft of a loved one far too soon. Some of us will develop health issues. Some of us will have to deal with poverty. Unfortunate events will strike some of us. Promise yourself that no matter what happens in your life, you'll always do your best and fight the good fight. Be a fighter. It doesn't matter how many times you fall in life. What matters is that you always get back up to pursue your goals. 15. Live with integrity. Even if your mother knew all your worst times, live your life in such a way that she would be proud. Everyone is flawed in some way. We're all guilty of making errors. Every one of us will fall. We should, however, always endeavor to do the right thing and live with integrity. Integrity, in my opinion, is doing the right thing when no one is looking. Work on reducing the barriers of small-mindedness, conformity, and self-imposed constraints to dramatically raise success standards. Set high expectations for yourself and never apologize for them. So, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed the content, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you're also new to the channel, welcome and subscribe for more content like this. With that said, have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.